it's me, Mr. A, back with story time for another day, and chapter 6 of King Solomon's Mines. Chapter 6, entitled Tuala the Terrible. Alright. As we made the journey along the White Road, Infidus told me more of his king. Apparently, Tuala had killed his twin brother Imotu many years ago in order to seize the throne. Imotu's wife had then fled to the mountains with her infant son Ignosi, and both were presumed dead. If he were still alive, Ignosi would be the rightful ruler of the Kukwanas, declared Infidus with some feeling. I got the impression he didn't much care for Tuala. After 2 days, we arrived at Lu, the main settlement of Kukwana land, which lay at the foot of a large hill. 50 miles or so in the distance, 3 snow-capped mountains towered over the hundreds of dwellings. It is said that those mountains once brought wise men of old to our country, said Infidus. Now our kings are buried there, in the place of death. That must be the site of King Solomon's Mines, I whispered to Sir Henry and the others, recalling the map. We were led into the heart of a settlement and made comfortable in a large hut. After we had eaten, Umbopa arrived, inquiring about Sir Henry's brother, but sadly met with no success. Perhaps he never got here, suggested Good. We only discovered it by a miracle. I don't know, said Sir Henry thoughtfully, but somehow I'm sure we'll find him. Presently, Infidus returned to say that Tuala was ready to meet us. We followed him to the heart of the settlement and were seated before a massive hut. Around it stood thousands of warriors, all as still as statues. The hut door opened and a gigantic cloaked figure emerged. His cruel-looking face was made even more terrifying by the fact he had just one gleaming black eye. The giant was joined by Scragga, and a withered-up figure wrapped in a fur cape. "Be humble, O people," piped this creature in a thin voice. "It is the king." "It is the king," boomed out the thousands of warriors in answer. Silence followed, broken only by the clatter of a spear falling to the ground. Tuala cast his single eye in the direction of the warrior who had dropped his weapon. "Would you make your king look foolish in front of these strangers from the stars?" he snapped. The king nodded to Scragga, who gave an ugly grin. Next second, a spear flew from the youth's hand and went hurtling clean through the unfortunate soldier. Oh dear, harsh. I could see that Sir Henry was boiling with rage at what had just happened. "Keep quiet, for heaven's sake," I whispered to him. "Our lives may depend on it." Tuala turned to us. "Should I do the same to you?" he asked threateningly. "Touch one hair of our heads and destruction shall come upon you," I said, as firmly as I could under the circumstances. Taking up my rifle, I fired a shot at the spear, causing the blade to shatter. At this, the withered attendant threw off his cloak to reveal a body that resembled a sun-dried corpse. She placed a skinny claw on Tuala's shoulder and fixed her beady black eyes on us. "What seek you, white men of the stars?" she croaked. "Do you seek a lost one or bright stones? You shall not find them here." Then she turned her bald vulture head towards Umbopa. "And what do you seek?" she sneered. "Ha! I think I know." She raised her skeletal arms skyward. "Blood! Blood! Blood!" she screeched. "There will be rivers of blood, I foretell it." Right, that's the end of chapter 6. Right, things going a bit south there for the exploring party. Right, I'll be back again tomorrow with chapter 7, Umbopa's Secret. Meantime, have a great day, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.